Had a threesome with FWB, now she wants a relationship while I don't. She, 28F, has been in a FWB relationship with me, 27 meters, for the past year. Recently she told me that one of her fantasies is to have a MFM threesome, and after some deliberation, I agreed. We had the threesome around 2 weeks ago and I thought that was it. But yesterday my FWB really surprised me by saying that she wants an exclusive relationship with me. Now I will be honest. I had asked her once or twice to become my GF in the past, but she said she isn't ready. Now she is ready. But how do I tell her that I literally saw her have sex with someone else right in front of my eyes? And I am not likely to forget that. Yes, we were not exclusive, but feelings were there. And I was able to convince myself of the threesome only after telling myself that we will never actually be in a relationship. I would never agree to a threesome with someone I am dating. But how do I tell her all this without coming across as hurtful? I was interested in a relationship with you, but ever since you told me that you weren't, I worked on letting go of my desire for that relationship. The only reason I accepted to do the threesome was that I had accepted we wouldn't ever be in a relationship together, and I would have never accepted it if I knew a relationship was possible otherwise. But since it happened, I'm no longer comfortable with pursuing any romantic relationship. You can't control how she feels. All you can do is be honest about your situation. Since emotions are getting messy on both ends, I think it's best to sunset this situationship and move on. I think it's time to move on, buddy. Just say as much. Ultimately you will hurt her. But that's how rejection works. And there's no way really around it. By the way, don't mention the threesome thing. That's just asking for trouble. You should communicate that to her the same exact way you typed it. It's really no way to beat around the bush or sugarcoat that. And you're not wrong for feeling how you feel. You're entitled to your feelings. Don't string her along. Let her know what's up directly and as soon as possible. I think you should keep it simple. I think that ship has sailed. I actually want to step back from the sex and just get back to being friends. The most gentle way is to cut ties and be clear that there is zero chance of a relationship. There is no way to do this without hurting her feelings, and that's okay. Feeling hurt is a normal part of life, and her feelings are not your responsibility. Be honest about it, and move on. Hurt feelings is perfectly normal and just a part of life. Just be nice and say thanks. But no thanks. You don't even have to elaborate if you don't want to. Just out of curiosity, did y'all have a conversation about how having a threesome would change your dynamic? It sounds like you must have moved on from wanting a relationship with her well before the threesome, and that experience only happened because you no longer had those feelings for her. Don't worry about being hurtful. Tell the truth as is. Tell her while you did once see her as girlfriend material, she didn't feel the same way and chose to have a FWB arrangement. Tell her that for you those are two very, very different things. Opposite almost, that the things you did together as FWBs, including watching her sleep with someone else, are things you would never absolutely do with a girlfriend. You can't be expected to just shut off your feelings when she rejects you, then turn them back on when she decides she's ready. Tell her that you mean no offense, but you can't be with her in a romantic sense. She should understand. She said the same words to you once. It's not hurtful. You can and should tell her exactly that this is the reason you cannot have a relationship with her other than FWB. That you made peace with you two not being together. It's also a major red flag that she wants that after the threesome for a multitude of reasons. I would advise you to just be honest. She used you in a way. I dunno what everyone else saying. Emo, it just sounded like she wanted to let loose and then tie you down. It's up to you for what you do. But it sounds like to me that bringing yourself to have a threesome is the opposite of what she wants. That being said, I personally wouldn't go for it. She was aware of your feelings. Assuming you asked her out and was given that "not ready" response, and still choose to continue on like this and then turn around and give you this proposal after you've had such an impactful experience, I'd be against it. Only to spare your feelings and not give yourself a hard time committing to her. Be honest and tell her it's out the window after her hesitation initially in the threesome. Doesn't matter. Just tell her. No reason at all to beat around the bush. The end result is the end result, no matter what words you choose to use. Why did you agree to a threesome even though it hurt your feelings? Just tell her the truth. It was her decision to decline your GF offer beforehand. After watching that man work that pipe 2 weeks ago, I have decided I am gay. Sounds like she played and lost. It's unnecessarily cruel to tell her, "If you hadn't done this one thing 2 weeks ago, I would have been up for a relationship." Tell her you've moved on from the idea of being in a relationship with her and leave it at that. You don't have to say everything that's on your mind when you break up with somebody. She's going to be hurt anyways. No need to pile on. I have the slight suspicion that she told you she isn't ready because she desired to have a threesome with you and knew that you would not allow it during a relationship. But now that you did it, that's out of the way and she is finally ready because she got what she wanted. Anytime you tell someone something they don't want to hear, they'll be disappointed. Just tell her you aren't interested in a relationship with her. If she asks why, just say you don't feel it. People are allowed to change their minds.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.